Well, hey, babe. It's Jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop MIA, okay? All right, so we got a few people back and some new people, okay? Let's start off with Sukihana. She was on last season and she's back, okay? She's still out here working hard. She done got her a man, honey. She's engaged and everything. Her kids actually love him, literally, all right? He talks to her about wanting another kid. She's kind of open, not kind of, she's very open to giving him another child, okay? We learned that she wants to name the child, what's the name? Tornado. Meanwhile, he gave the name Shanado or something like that, and I was like, Shanado. I don't know, but that's what they said, and if that's what they want to go with, okay. Because for some reason she feels as though that's an exotic name, and I was like, all right, it's not my child, girl. I just always feel like if your child name can be called over the intercom, you might want to rethink it just a little bit, all right. But I'm not in charge of that, okay? That's on y'all. Shanado Jenkins, come to the office, please. Shanado Jenkins, come to the office. Like, that's not even Shanado Harris, come to the office, please. Shanado Harris, come to the office, please. Okay, that's how I'm feeling. Like, I don't know if it don't flow. It might flow, but I mean, girl, again, that's not my child, it's theirs. So good luck. All right, so she is working on, doing more with her career. She used to have forgot the girl name. She used to have this chick, Brittany, was it Brittany or somebody? She used to have somebody from the show last year being her manager. Now she done switched up, long story short. Her mama, her manager now. Her mama looks young, okay? Her mama does look a bit young to me, okay? But I ain't want to pull no stuff like what JoJo's wife pulled on Growing Up Hip Hop when she called the daughter, they saying the daughter looks like the mom and the mama look like the daughter. Child, I ain't even gone, okay? Just know that I think her mom looks pretty young, okay? Her mom is ready to, take her to the next level and things, but then Sukihana kind of disappoints her when she lets her know that she wants to have another child. And her mama like, girl, you're not going to have another child for me to be sitting up here watching while you going out, hanging out, doing whatever it is you want to do, and you want me to manage your career, girl, you got me messed up. No, ma'am. Okay, so her mom does not want that, but Suki ain't trying to hear this. She's saying because she feels like Cardi B did it, Young Miami did it, this person did it, and I feel like you're right, Suki, but at the same time I kind of feel like they ain't got as many kids as you already got. That's number one. I think Cardi was on her first child when it happened, and then now she's on her second child, and then you got Miami that was on her second child, and then I also feel like you ain't got the same level of celebrity as them, right? Cardi had a ton of help. I don't know if you got as much help. I would hope that you do. And I would want to think the same thing about Young Miami. She's on her way. You know what I'm saying? So to having a whole lot of help. So I didn't see it. I feel like you can do it. If that's what you want to do, it's very possible. I just want you to be able to commit to that. Like, if I was your manager, I would feel away like, that's fine. Just make sure you're going to be able to commit to the work that you said that you're going to do. Because she talking about when she have her baby, she want to sit back, she want to chill, she want to relax, she want to do this, she want to do that. But you done introduced your children to a life of luxury. So I just want to make sure you're going to be able to maintain that when you get pregnant and after you had this baby. Right? So all of that is depending on how hard you go now. I see nothing wrong with her going super hard this year, getting pregnant next year, having the baby, maybe chill a little bit and get back to it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that. Let's get to Trina. Because Trina's still doing good. She got her man, Mr. Raymond, who's her confidant, lover, and a friend, all right? She says that she's gearing up for her, I believe it's the 21st anniversary of the Baddest BIT. So she's going to do a big celebration over here in Atlanta. Now, y'all know she had a manager named Julian, right? Girl, she had to drop Julian like a bad habit. She had to pick up, I guess these are her friends, Katie and Corey. So they're supposed to be planning everything in Atlanta, and she wants this big, grand, deal of a party she wants out in Atlanta. So but they got her a little concerned, so she's hoping things work out ultimately. Okay. Trina learns that she isn't going to be able to perform at her actual event because I guess she went over budget a bit, and due to staging, I guess like something about staging, I guess it cost too much or something went on, so she won't be able to perform. She's only going to be able to walk through, and I'm kind of like, how can't she perform really? What is that about? How can't she perform? But I guess if she don't want to, like, it didn't really connect for me, but okay. While they're in Atlanta, sitting down in the hotel lobby, she's trying to get everything sorted out. She's asking where is Trick Daddy because she's expecting him to be there because he's the reason that she has the career that she has, right? And so I noticed that she didn't have her mask on when she was talking talking on the phone to some other people. But as soon as Corey decides to FaceTime Trick Daddy, she put her mask on. I said, "Why you need to put your mask on to FaceTime Trick? Girl, what is going on with you?" So that was that. Trick says that he's not there because he wasn't invited. And I guess they left him off the guest list. I guess they expected him to just know automatically that he was going to be invited, and that he did not know, right? So later on we can see where Joy and Trina are talking. They're talking about how much Joy actually likes Raymond. He's a great guy, so that she really likes him. She brings up kids. Trina says, listen, when it comes to kids, y'all already know how I feel about that. If I was going to have a child, it needs to happen this year or it needs to happen next year. You already know how I feel. Trina says she doesn't really feel comfortable bringing a child into the world without her mom, so the child wouldn't have a grandma. And that's really sad and really tough to hear. She says she feels like that could be a little bit selfish, maybe. I mean, your mom probably would want you to still have that child, despite her not being here. And then I know your mom may not be here, but maybe Raymond's mom is here, so it's not like they won't get the feeling of what it's like to have a grandmother. And I do wonder if this is something Trina really wants. Some women are content not bringing any kids into the world and stuff. I feel like Trina may have more fears surrounding like being pregnant and having a child that she hasn't voiced yet, that we haven't heard. But I think one of them she felt comfortable enough with saying, which was her mom not being here. But I think it could be more to that, y'all. Those are just my thoughts. At the end of the day, Trick Daddy ended up making the event. She went to the event looking as cute as she want to look. And it looks like the event ended up being a success. Okay, so that was that. Let's go ahead and move on to Ace Hood, because Ace Hood is somebody else that is now a part of the show. So let's talk about Ace Hood. Ace Hood says he's changing his style of music from what it was. It used to be real hood and stuff like that. Now he's moving towards a place where he wants to be impactful to Black men. And I haven't listened to his latest music. Now I kind of want to pull it up and see what his style of rap and how it may have changed. Is he trying to take on the approach of like a Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole based on the things that he raps about? Okay, I didn't know that he was signed to DJ Khaled at one point. Obviously he was, and things did not work out for the two of them, so they separated. They went different ways because he wanted to go in a different direction with his music. And I like the fact that he ain't really out here dogging DJ Khaled at all. It's just like, I just want to do something different. It is what it is. And so that's what's happening, right? So he brings his wife, Shelah Marie, onto the show. And Shelah was the one that had a lot of questions about the industry because some things were not lining up. Some things didn't make sense. And she felt as though when she had these questions, people didn't like it because they felt like, girl, you cute, you pretty, you sit down and be quiet. You don't ask all these questions and stuff, right? They didn't like that, right? So what else she brings up? She speaks on his mom, and because he talked about he was going to go back to Deerfield or something. I guess that's his old community. He's going to see his mom and stuff, and she really wants that for him because she feels like y'all had some bad terms at one point. So I want you guys to be able to have a conversation. So he's going to do that. He's going to go check on his mama, link up. He links up with his mom, right? His mom immediately, as soon as he sits down, she's like, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, okay? I ain't got time to waste. Let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? What we're gonna talk about is the fact that we had a situation from the past, right? She speaks on them having a disagreement, and they were on the phone. When she hung up the phone with him, she cried for an hour. What we learned about this conversation is that it was at a time when he was transitioning from a major label to an independent career. So I feel like the mother felt as though all of the lavish things that he gave her, the cars, the houses, all this other stuff, she started slipping away from her fingers. And her financial situation was beginning to change. And she didn't really care about how he was feeling or what he was going through. She was thinking about more so herself, which caused the friction within their relationship. I guess kind of like if you ever watch Put a Ring on It, how it is with Eric and his mom, as he stated. It's more so a take relationship on her end, whereas he's always giving. But Ace Hood tells her, listen, I had to create some healthy boundaries. I liked how he said that. Healthy boundaries. He had to create some healthy boundaries. His mom tells him that she thought she was always his queen. until Shelah came into the picture. She said, I thought I was always your queen. When Shelah came into the picture, I feel like some things changed. I feel like she's the reason that you ended up leaving your label and all that other stuff. And I just felt like you relied on your son too much. Your son is not responsible for your happiness in your life. Okay? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I thought I was like, you're always, of course, you're his mom. You're probably always going to be the queen. Okay? But right now he has another queen in his life, in his household, playing a completely different role than you. And he's obligated to take care of her. I feel like he's not so much obligated to take care of you, but he does what he can when he can. Right? So I just didn't like how she leaned on her son so much. And I loved how he ended up defending his wife in that situation. Right? What else did he open up to his mom about? The miscarriage. He and Shelah actually suffered a miscarriage, and the mom was like, oh, I'm sorry, I wish I would have knew. Had I known, I would have never even brought any of this up. Right? But then she also goes on to say, because when he said Shelah didn't take it well, she took it very hard. The mom brought up the fact that he already experienced the loss of a child, and she should have saw him when he was going through that. And I was like, what that mean? What you mean she should have saw you when you went through? What does that mean? I don't know where the mom was coming from. But it definitely sent him down another path, and a reminder to know that he lost his child, Lyric. He was able to actually experience this child for a very, very, very brief second, whereas he didn't even get to do that with the child over here with Shelah, and she took it very hard, you know. And after hearing that, the mom does say that she wants a better relationship. So we're going to see the two talk next week. And I think that they're going to be fine. I think overall, the two of them are going to get to a better place. They're going to be A-okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Noriega, honey. Noriega. So he doing these Drink Champs interviews with Swiss Beats and Timberland because he wants to get them their roses now. Give them their flowers now. And I'm like, go ahead and do your thing, because I don't see too many award shows giving them their flowers, because they used to do the damn thing when it came down to music, okay, to producing. So for sure, do that. So Nori has a wife named Neri, and I thought that was so cute. Neri and Nora. Yeah, Neri and Nori. That was cute. Anywho, so she coming to pick him up, and I'm like, girl, why are you picking this man up? Where y'all gonna go? What's this? What is this? And she says that he relies on her for every single thing, like everything. He relies on her. They've been together for about 15 years. They do have some children together, and I felt like, okay, but all those men at the Drink Champs, they couldn't come pick him up. Because she was talking about how she was late. She was running late for something else she had to do. And I'm like, you had to come all the way over there and pick him up. The men that he was around couldn't drop him off where he needed to go, I guess, or drop him off where you at. If they're gonna be up there taking space, somebody could have dropped him off, girl. Okay. He talks about how he doesn't want her to work and he doesn't want to stay. He talks about how he doesn't want her to work and he wants her to stay at home, because that's how life has always been for them. And I feel like you can't always get what you want, now can you? Because she wants you to go get your driver's license, but you ain't got it yet. So it seems like you can't always get what you want, now can you? She wants to open up a juice bar, but of course they're behind. They're a few months behind from getting the building open. And I feel like that makes sense due to the fact that they're in this pandemic, right? So things are happening. She wants to do everything on her own. Okay. But he absolutely wants to be involved in what she got going on. He says that he's always able to rely on his wife, but due to his wife wanting to do this entrepreneurship and do this thing on her own, it's leaving him having to be an actual father, hey Marceau, to his kids. What else he says? He says, I feel like whatever it is that she wants him to do, he does it. Whatever he wants her to do, she does whatever it is he wants her to do. So now that she's taking on like new ventures and things outside of the house, you just got to play your part. She's been okay with the position she's been in for many years. Now it's just time for you to do what you got to do. That's a part of the marriage. She compromised for this much. Now it's time for you to compromise. Talking about having to take the kids to the practice and stuff like that. Now he really got to get a license. He really got to learn how to drive, because she's going to have to rely on him for some things as well. And the fact that he would even have a conversation with his homeboys as though that's something he doesn't want to do, I don't like that at all. Pull it together. Okay? Pull it together. What else is going on? I think that was it. He just needs to go and get his license, because it's his turn to be there for her in ways that she's been there for him. But overall, the season looks like it's going to be pretty decent. We shall see. It's giving me more than what Atlanta is giving me, but I feel like Atlanta is getting into the thick of it. So I mean, I just hope that Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is way better than both of these franchises, because y'all know that's my favorite franchise anyway. But that's all that I got on Love and Hip Hop Miami. You guys leave your thoughts and comments down below on everything that I discussed today with Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'm Jamithatsme. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.